blue? I'm sure if you join us on the comments, you can tell us, is it Elkhart Lake blue or Road America blue as they come to take the green, Jonathan?
Welcome to Gig Harbor, Washington, who join us. That's Tim Adolphson getting ready as we are for the start of this. They head up the famous hill that is the start line here at Road America, 2x2 in our IGT feature race 2. Tom Pank leads the way and gets away well too as they pop over the crest. Green flag waves, and it is the all bright green Tom Pank who leads the way ahead of Troy Peterson in the 277. Tries to come alongside, but will take to the outside now, slots in behind him.
But James Hammond right there in third. Nice move from James Hammond as we see Juan Gonzalez go around Bob Weissman as they come downhill into the treacherous turn 3. But this time they do a single file.
Yeah, Hammond in third place, and we're on board with Juan Gonzalez. You can see the speed, and you can see where he's changing gear. And it's nice to come under the Sargento Bridge at what, over 140 miles an hour just. And Gonzalez using that 140 to blast past as he does now to the run to turn 5. Sorting themselves out, and the 277 goes for it. Boy, I didn't think he was going to make that. Tom Pank taken by surprise. Hammond goes to second, and Pank drops to third. Wow, Gaforov. Well,
yes,
he might be Gaforing after that.
The move of the race might have been Tom Pank avoiding that incident. So Tom Pank, nice job there. You're going to be able to get this back. Just stay patient. That was a very ambitious move there, Troy Peterson, but he made it stick.
Hey, the Troy Peterson fan club are in the house. Good to know.
That's awesome.
That was pretty darn impressive. Let's take another look at it. And Ben, that was a lunge from a long way back. And I think Pank was, look, he was not expecting it, was he?
No, not at all. But I think he got a little bit squirrely. And I don't know if Troy was planning on making that.
Yeah, I'm not so sure he was.
But so Troy was able to kind of almost avoid an accident and take a place there. So really great driving from Troy and Tom Pank there. And James Hammond also able to pounce.
You can also see where Gonzalez is on track. He's about to go in under the Speedville Bridge and into the carousel. And it's great to see a little red dot there. And here's another look at high above Canada Corner.
Yeah, there's this big hill here. Great viewing from everywhere at Road America. If you haven't been here live, you need to come out. But watch for Tom Pank now. He does have that 4R power. He should be able to get Peterson into Cube 3 Architecture turn 1. But he might kind of stay next to him side by side and just give him a little wave before he passes him here.
Well, Pank's looking for an inside move at turn 1, at the Cube 3 turn 1. He's come alongside now, and that's a positional move. He just needs to brake as late as he dares, and that should do him right, but he's not going to do it this time.
No, hangs back a little bit. I wonder if he would have gotten there behind Peterson and used the draft had he been able to drag race him a little bit. We have now been joined by Ken Fangler, the gentleman that has been running IGT now for, 11 years.
Good to have a pro in the house.
I'm not sure he saw that, but he will be really happy with what happened at Mission Foods Turn 5 there.
I never thought Ken would actually wear a suit for commentary, but I like to see he's keeping traditions up. Bow tie, suit, watch, everything. He's the real deal.
All right, I'll try not to disappoint you next time.
So here we go.
What's going on out there after the first race?
I don't know. I just noticed, and the start was a bit miffed as Musar, got shuffled back from the second position. Tom went out, and I come up here, and he's having a heck of a battle with Peterson. So
you just missed a hell of an overtake at 5 by Peterson, but we're not entirely sure whether he meant it.
I think, honestly,
he took a huge lunge from about 2 cars back.
I think he was avoiding. Something happened with his brakes going into 5. I think he avoided, went over.
Pank's going to pay the compliment back.
Yeah. Here we go. Watch.
Okay.
Oh, no, this
is Pank making the same move, but a little bit more controlled.
Yes. Yeah, interesting this race. The grid totally shuffled up. Robert Weissman way up in the order, although finishing back in 6th or 7th previously. He started 5th, ahead of James Hammond and Tommy Ballister and Juan Gonzalez.
Yeah.
So the deck has been reshuffled.
Big gap now to Tom Pank, which is to be expected. But this is the fight that we're going to want to watch here. These top 6, or the next 6. Lucas Pank has already moved his way back. He's going to try to take Juan Gonzalez on the inside. Juan Gonzalez giving that to him. But watch this. We're on board now with Juan Gonzalez. Lucas Pank ahead of him. But really, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are very close here in IGT. And here they are.
Well, Lucas didn't, he was the victim of that first lap incident and went off and said he had tire rub and he didn't want to chance it. So he started from and didn't even get one lap in. So that meant he was starting from the back of the field. So Lucas has got his work cut out for him, but doing a good job.
Tom Pank doing what he did in the first feature race, starting to pull away now and masterfully control this race. Meanwhile, the battle for second and third, fourth, fifth, and sixth is heating up nicely. Lucas Pank at the back of it, but very much in the hunt, and then Gonzalez behind him.
On board with a mission too fast, too tasty. But this is the battle. Look at James Hammond looking inside on Troy Peterson, and then Gaffarov, who was really fast in that first race, the number 888 with a beautiful car. His first time with us this weekend. Met him at Winter Circle. Really good.
Too fast, too
Yeah,
tasty,
not sure what's happening with the Caymans in the Stuttgart Cup, but the Stuttgart Cup, we can't forget about them. They have their own battle there in the back, but look at this, the 277 into James Hammond and
Yeah, they had a heck of a race
Gaffarov
this morning in race one.
It was.
They really did. And that was the Caymans, and they didn't get much love on that one. So hopefully we'll see them here in the near future pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Because we know that's a very competitive race within them.
What color is the ribbon across their windshield? Is it yellow?
Yellow, yes, that is
Okay.
correct. Yeah, the red is the Mission Foods, and the yellow is Stuttgart Cup.
Gotcha. And there is a Maranello Cup, but just no Ferraris here this weekend.
Right. That is green.
So you can see here, it's coming through the carousel. That's Lucas Pank there, the back of the five that we're seeing here. This is second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and then Juan Gonzalez is seventh. There is our leader, Tom Pank, Customers Bank Kink. You can just hear
Beautiful
that noise
sound.
shaking the camera. I love that shot. But then Troy Peterson and James Hammond. James Hammond had a really good battle with Bob Wyson in the last race. And now look at this. Bob Wyson might do the same thing and be able to speed up and catch up to this group.
Porsches sound like angry bees, says John Doe. Yeah, I'm with you.
Is that his real name?
Nah, I'm not so sure. Maybe he forgot it and just thought, well, I'll just call myself John Doe.
So
I've certainly done that.
Lucas showing himself all over Tommy there, just trying to get up there.
Here comes Lucas. Lucas Pank in the 40 in the green and blue.
I believe
Thomas.
Lucas is in a 4-liter, and you were saying Ballister's in a 3.8.
3.8, yes, yeah. Tommy's the giant killer out there, doing a very admirable job, to say the least.
Yeah, he shouldn't be doing what he's doing, but that's just the talent of Mr. Ballister.
Yeah, some good racing. I gave him kudos to his race this morning. There was several instances when he was in the middle, and it could have been gone wrong in between a 4-liter and a 4R, but due to his driving ability, he knew when to pull out and got out in time.
Yeah, and we appreciate that because your race goes off without any full course cautions, and it's a great race. And maybe he didn't make the pass, but he also didn't collect 2 cars.
Yeah.
And Ken, remind our audience what you were saying to us this morning in feature race 1 about how, in terms of the spirit of the rules,
yes,
these cars should be as they come out of Stuttgart, right?
Yes, exactly. They, or they are prepped to a certain specification, whether it's Porsche Club, whether it is IMSA, when they delivered those cars, yes. So it shouldn't have added aero. It shouldn't have, let's say, some scientific.
You don't want them spending millions of dollars because that's not the point of this.
No. The thing that's going on here with Thomas Ballister is in the points, the championship point system, which he is in the heat of, I think actually leading at this point. He gets a half a point for every car he beats of higher displacement.
Oh,
okay.
All right, so if he beats Juan Gonzalez or he beats a 4-liter car, that's a half a point with a max of 2.5. Usually the championship comes down to, those extra championship points.
Now look at Lucas Pank right behind Hammond. I think Lucas Pank's going to try to make a pass on Hammond. Hammond in the red car at Canada corner, but Lucas to the inside.
Yep. Going for it. Ooh, yeah, he's got him. Nicely done.
Yeah, I think that was James Hammond seeing Lucas there.
Yeah.
So it was a great pass by Lucas, but I got to give James Hammond some credit there as well.
Well, yeah, it takes 2 to tango.
Yeah,
Yes, absolutely.
good point.
Yeah.
And that is what we're looking for in international GT, that nobody is going to rub metal or side by side with anybody, that it's good, hard racing without consequences.
We hope.
Yes, that is what we're trying to do. It always doesn't shake out that way. But then the other thing, just the camaraderie in the paddock.
Yeah.
I think that camaraderie that you've built, nobody wants to do that to their friend. And I think that's a strategy here with
that's a big
IGT.
thing. We take 2. tell people we have a social, as you know, on Friday. I think we have 4 new customers here in this weekend, and we encourage them to come and meet their fellow drivers and teams because it's a lot more fun to race with your friends.
Now, Lucas Pank should be able to use this back straight here down to 5 to maybe get a slipstream and maybe get an out-braking maneuver a la Tom Pank earlier in the race. Let's see if he does it. We're on board with Gonzalez again. Coming down to 5 now, and here we are. Not quite close enough this time. Through goes the 188 of Thomas Ballister.
Look at that, Lucas Pank got a little bit wide going into Mission Foods turn 5.
Yeah.
Went into the gravel a little bit, and he was able to take him. So Gofferoff now in second behind Troy Peterson.
And again, Tom Pank
Where did Lucas
absolutely gone, hasn't
Lucas
he? 11
disappeared.
seconds. Where did Lucas Pank
Lucas
go?
has disappeared at turn 6.
APB
No,
out
that's
for Mr.
Gofferoff.
Lucas.
So I think that's Gofferoff. Yeah. Lucas is brighter than that. So where did Lucas go? There's Tom Pank.
That's the leader.
That's what Lucas looks like.
Yeah, yeah.
The problem is their cars look the same.
Yeah, exactly.
So Troy Peterson there into the kink. One of the most dangerous corners in road racing, period.
Cesar Cordova says, "Greetings, amigos." And he's supping on a coffee.
So yeah, Lucas Pank falling behind there. Here we go. There's Bob Wyson behind Juan Gonzalez as they come into Canada corner. Not sure what's happened to Lucas.
I don't know. Yeah, I think he might have.
He may have pulled out
miscued,
because he's not circulating, is he?
No. And we haven't had a call on the radio.
Now, what's happened to Butch Leitsinger? He was right
Butch-
up at the front, but he's right at the back this time.
Well, Butch is testing, and Butch is, by the whim of Juan Gonzalez, and he's great to be here. Butch is such a humble guy and such an experienced shoe, and he comes along with Juan, and let's whatever Juan decides that day, said let's get some testing time, and so he started from pit lane. He was gridded 3rd, but didn't take that position.
They're testing for the Enduro.
Yeah.
Ken might be being too nice. This is a competitive thing. That's going to be their Enduro car that they switch drivers.
Oh,
Butch is out there
those are team
testing
cars,
for that.
I believe,
Yes.
right there. Those are,
I got you.
Those are team cars, I believe.
So Gafferoff now in second place. Troy Peterson in 3rd.
Well,
You
back
think
to
these are
second
two
place, 'cause
teams?
that's where he
these
started.
are team cars?
I
Troy
think-
Peterson and Gafferoff are
I
team?
believe
Okay.
those are both Goldcrest cars. I believe
Nice.
so. Yes.
So they're playing friendly out there.
So they'll have plenty to talk about, won't they?
Yes.
Good
And-
move. Good racing.
Yeah. I really like the livery there, the 277
Matter of
Troy
fact, I
Peterson.
think both those guys are with the same coach.
Oh, wow. So this is where we lost Lucas Pank, top of this hill.
He must
Not
have
sure
pulled
what
off.
happened.
Yes. Yep.
Maybe the drone will show us. I'm not seeing anything there from the drone. But Gafferoff, and you have to see this car up close. It is immaculate. Just looks so nice.
Juan, you've had a request. Send chips, say the audience.
Oh, nice.
And they don't mean French fries. They mean mission chips.
Oh, we've got a local yellow there, flashing yellow in turn 8.
That might be the area that
Well,
Lucas
Lucas
is
Pank
off.
he's just gone through in 12. So
Okay.
he's still out there. But he dropped right back, so he must have made a mistake.
Yes. All that hard work, and now he starts all over again.
I know.
Still, though, we're looking for those Cayman, the Stuttgart Cup, the yellow windshield ribbons with David Hampton out there.
That's right.
We know they're there. Those cars had a good run with Wes Wood, John Dean, and Ross Poole, all in 3.8 cars. David Hampton in a 4-liter car, and Richard Menace in a 3.8 car. So we know they're there somewhere.
So there's James Hammond right behind Troy Peterson, followed by Ballister. These are two teammates with TLM. David Tuwati, or if anybody from TLM is watching us, leave us some comments here. What's David Tuwati say? What's up, guys? What's his key phrase? Tuwati, what does he say?
What's up, people?
What's up, people?
What's
Yes,
up, people?
There you
Right.
go.
I heard from our, I won't say grandfather, but our founding father of International GT right after the race. He sent me a text saying, great race, and shout out to Bill Riddell.
Nice.
He's home in Amelia Island. Missing you here, Bill, but hope you're still watching. Cue in if you get a chance.
Leave
and,
us some comments, Bill Riddell.
Yeah, come on. What are you seeing here? We'll put you up in the booth.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
It was great to hear from him, and glad he got the cue into the telecast this morning.
Bill Riddell's my favorite quote. Racing in IGT is like frying bacon in the nude.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
That's not Caleb Bacon.
Yeah, we have a Bacon Zelenka and a Caleb Bacon that races with us on the weekends. It gets a little confusing as the Too Fast, Too Tasty Mission Foods down into Mission Foods Turn 5. It's like we're shooting a Mission Foods commercial here with Lake's camera work.
Well, beautiful track here, and Juan's, you know, the lead on so many racetracks around the country. You know, we're out in California, and you can see the Mission banners all over motorsports. A great footprint and a great supporter of
Just saying
motorsports.
that,
But we certainly enjoy the opportunity that he does race with International GT.
Yeah, and the fact that he's now personally sponsoring the likes of Rossi and Pato Award in Indy, and you saw a lot of coverage for Mission in the Indy 500. So, you know, privileged to have him on board.
There was Lucas Pank, driver's right, turn 8. Parked, but in a safe spot that they deemed safe. So they're just throwing a local yellow there just so everybody knows that he's there. But I love the safety crew here, Mike and his team, being able to make these hot pulls, keeping us racing. Because on an over 4-mile racetrack, it would be really tough if we had to go full course caution on everything.
No kidding. We're getting some good feedback from the cooking in the nude comments.
Yes.
Folks are liking that.
Frying bacon in the nude.
Frying bacon in the nude. Yes. Careful, you can get burnt that way.
Yeah.
In many ways.
But he has a bunch of phrases like that. I wish I would have started a book of Bill Riddell phrases.
Riddellisms.
Yes.
Getting down to the closing stage of this one, Tom Pank has checked out yet again in the second race in a row. I don't know if he'll do it in the Enduro, but he is absolutely flying out front at the moment.
Molly Hammond, who you know really well, one of my favorite people in the paddock, is saying, please say, what's up, people? For us, yeah. So that's for you, Tuwati.
Yeah, we certainly miss David and camaraderie, but we're glad to have the Jim Hammond and the TLM crew here. Trish, who keeps them all in line.
Is she here? I haven't seen her yet.
She's here.
Okay.
It's hard to see her because she's always so hard at work. But we're glad that she came here rather than holding David's hand, Tuwati's hand at Sebring. You know, could be really sweating. I've heard it's extremely warm. Yes, and we're enjoying this lovely Wisconsin summer.
So they're able to pull Lucas there through the wall. So something that looks like that would be mechanical then. If he was able to circle around there.
Yeah.
Really appreciate the safety crew here. I believe some of the best, fastest safety crew that we see throughout the year. And now there's Tom Pank going through the kinks. Some great shots there from our green light drones.
Through comes the leader. Lonely job at the front, isn't it?
Yeah, but somebody's got to do it.
Yeah. I bet it's great.
Although Tom loves the competition. He loves, you know, he was so excited to have Butch out there next to him. Says, I can learn a lot, you know. As many races as Tom Pank has, he can learn a lot.
Well, that's the point, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You know, as long as I've watched motor racing, I don't think I've ever heard any racing driver, whether it be Alonso, Verstappen, Lally, anybody say, I got this game down now.
Yeah.
There isn't a racing driver in the world that is perfect at what they do.
Yes.
I love that shot of just poking up over that hill.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
To go to the flag stand down to this just super long straightaway into the Cube 3 turn 1. Here we go. Here's Stuttgart.
Here we go.
There we go.
There's your second place man coming across.
Yeah,
And there's
I think
Peterson
that was,
in third.
I believe
Then
that
Hammond.
was Richard, 38, Richard Manis in a 3.8 Cayman as the leaders come up on them.
Yeah.
Those new Caymans of David Hampton's, what are they, 4-liter
4-liter,
Caymans?
yes. Yeah,
Those
good
are
race car.
monsters.
Yeah, good race car.
So Linus Stern, the TLM USA cars. Sound great, don't they?
Yeah, you're certainly hearing a number of 3.8 owners, Cayman 3.8 owners, considering saying, lusting after a 4-liter car. Yeah.
So there's Manis there.
Manis, yeah. In amongst the group that's probably running for second, third, fourth, and in that area. So that'll keep those guys busy for a bit.
Need to give a shout out to my son Levi, who's joined us back in the booth, but that Customers Bank kink camera, the static camera you see down there, he's having to go out there on a scooter and change the batteries. And that's a long journey. And then over some rocks, and it's a kind of a treacherous journey out there.
But I just want to let his mum know that that's a cardboard cutout by the camera. We
Yeah,
just
it's
put that
also
there.
not the safest place to be.
No.
But, you know, he's
What did
having
he do
some fun.
wrong? I mean, you gave him. I mean, you couldn't give him an easy job. Couldn't you do the
exactly.
flagpoles?
Yeah, exactly.
Understand, he has 2 sons.
Yeah.
So somebody's
Oh,
disposable.
okay, yeah.
Somebody's
is that
This
how
is
it is?
Lincoln.
Yeah.
That's right. There's a backup.
Oh, disposable.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
right. No
my
worries.
other son Lincoln is at the college orientation, but that's the camera. There's Levi's camera shot right
There
there.
it is. It's a good
Giving
one,
us some
too.
good static and with Customers Bank, giving Customers Bank some love, and as we know, the kink. It's looking up at the kink, which is a very treacherous turn there as we see Manis coming
I'm
up
just
to
glad
it.
the camera has survived so far.
Yes,
That's,
yeah, exactly.
Very glad of that.
Yeah, remind me that the driver that was always so great. It was a team, and he had a pretty bad off there a couple of years ago, and we haven't really seen him since.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, and he had another off not long after that. And sometimes there's some people around you saying, you know, I think you'll really like golf.
Yeah.
You know, because,
He was a very talented driver, but I
Yes,
think
yeah.
you know he's still running a business, and I'm sure
Yeah.
his board is like, let's
right,
do some
exactly.
golf tournaments.
There are those things.
Yeah.
Although I know several people in the business will gladly say you Keyman Insurance, you know, but nonetheless. But
Well, Gaforov's done a good job of just slightly closing the gap. It's 13 seconds as we take a look again at the Stuttgart Cup.
So there is that Cayman Richard Manis, beautiful car, running the USAF,
Yeah,
and then
Air
here
Force.
is Bob
Well
Wyson and
represented.
Juan Gonzalez.
yep.
Mark Monson says he's did a 251. Well, you've got some work to do if you're going to take on these boys. Thomas Pank doing a 217 and a best time of 212. So look out.
Yeah, I think those times are running right around the TA2 times. So,
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
And which is kind of surprising to me always because, you know, the TA2 cars are very capable and capable drivers to say the least. But, you know, with all that V8 power and the length of the straights here, you just would think to me that it would be, there'd be a gap between these Porsches and the TA2 cars.
I think it's now this section in the carousel, basically from here to the kink, is where the Porsches kind of have the advantage.
Yeah, it's fast corners, isn't
Yeah.
it? Fast cornering. That's where the Trans Am will lose out. But obviously in a straight line, that horsepower shows.
Yeah, I didn't see the TA times. I'm sure they were quicker. They usually are, especially on a big straight like this with the, you know, massive horsepower difference on the TA cars.
Well,
But
we'll
speaking
get a chance
of
to see that. Yeah.
David Hampton, who's out there with us in the
about
Stuttgart
to
Cup,
swap cars.
is going to be out there in the TA. Actually, he goes
Oh, no,
right
he's
from
the
this
same
to the
car.
qualifying. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
same
the
car.
Wow,
same
he
car.
can't even
Same
cool
car.
it down.
Yeah, GT.
Oh, my
yeah.
word.
Yeah.
Well, he'd be ready.
Yeah, right. The tires will be warm.
Yeah, no kidding.
So the white
I
flag
wonder if
is
he
out.
changes tires.
Maybe. We just saw Juan Gonzalez using all the track plus there some, rubbing under the rumble strips. I think maybe that's how he mixes his margaritas to go with his chips and salsa. I don't know, you know.
I got put straight by Mark Monson. He said, it was only an EcoBoost Mustang. Come on.
There we go.
All right, I'll give it you. 251's pretty good.
So we've got,
White
this is
flag
the
lap?
last lap for Tom Pank, who's really had a great
Yeah, it's
weekend
an
here
easy
with us
win.
in Road America.
Yeah.
2 out of 2 then so far. I'm gonna ruin it now for him. He's gonna break
Don't
down.
jinx him. Yeah.
But no, so far so good. Comes out of 3, down the back straight.
Hey,
again.
Lake, if you're hearing us, get a really up-close shot of the front of the hood of this car. I can't tell if that's a sticker or if the hood is coming up in the middle. So, Lake, if you're hearing us at turn 5, get a really good shot of the lead car's hood. See that right there?
I
What is that?
Yeah, I forgot to mention that.
Is that up, Ken?
Look at that.
Looks like that is up. Lake.
Your wishes are command.
Man, unbelievable camera work from Lake.
I forgot to add Ben Sissel's coverage as director as well.
I am such a jerk. I'm sorry, but when I see something, I want to see it. I'm a fan too.
And don't tempt Lake. He'll go closer than you
No,
need.
that was great. That was awesome. That was like, we need this in 3D.
Closing stages then. Tom Pank has absolutely spanked the field yet again. The Pank that spanks.
We met Lake's parents at pit race.
Yeah. And they actually, they were willing to assure us that he was theirs.
Yeah.
So that surprised me in the first place.
And he's been a fan of motorsports since they brought him here, I think, at 5 years old.
Under that Mission Bridge.
Bill Riddell says the quote is, racing in the rain is like frying bacon in the noon.
Oh, there we go.
Dangerous.
Yes.
but very rewarding if you do get it cooked.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Sorry, Bill, I didn't mean to misquote you. What did you call them, Riddell-isms?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so Tom Pank about to come up to the Bennett Bridge Hole, turn 14. You can see them coming in. So, Jonathan, take us away to the checker flag.
Well, here he comes. It's been an immaculate day at Road America for him. He started off this morning with a blinding win from the front, and he's done it again. Tom Pank in the 42 comes up the hill for the final time, and it's 2 out of 2 for the Pankmeister at Road America. He takes the checkered flag and wins ahead of Gaforov in second place, and it will be Peterson to cross the line.
It's not go 4 off, it's Gaforov.
Gaforov.
Go 4 off is a totally different call.
All right, well, it's got everybody gaffoffing anyway.
Ken, I'm sorry, our medicine is wearing off.
Yeah, I see that. Yes, exactly.
And there is our third place man, Peterson, crossing the line in the 277, and Hamann coming across in fourth. And another look at our winner.
I do like the yellow day glow mirrors of Bob Wyson. I haven't seen that iteration of his car. He's got that this weekend, Bob Wyson, the day glow mirrors. But we are, as far as I have on my schedule, doing the IGT Enduro tomorrow.
Yep.
Tomorrow morning, yes.
Tomorrow morning we're doing the IGT
You were right.
Enduro
Look,
at 9 a.m. I'm getting the thumbs up. Yeah, there we go. And I'm going to be practicing as the pit reporter tomorrow because the pit exchanges are so important. So, Ken, I'm hoping you're up here in the booth with us.
Yeah, I should be, and that'll be interesting. That strategy plays into many times into the final outcome of the races. So we'll see. Tom has had 2 for 2 on this one, but we'll see what the luck of the Irish can be for tomorrow's race.
And if you don't know much about International GT, many of your drivers consider the Enduro the race of the weekend.
Yeah.
That's what they concentrate on. We've got some big name drivers that join us, including I saw Pippa Mann in the paddock this weekend, Butch Leitzinger. Mike Skeen might get in a car. You never know.
Yep, that's true.
Well, that was another enthralling race. Certainly, if you're Tom Pank, absolutely did it in style. That's 2 out of 2. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from our IGT Feature Race 2. Pank started off in the lead and he defended well into turn 1. Gonzalez siphoning his way through as he does. And how about this for a move? Peterson, Troy Peterson, I think, surprised himself with that overtake. Hammond went with him. Pank back to third. But it wasn't long before he paid the compliment back at exactly the same corner. Turn 5. And that's the place to overtake. And by then, as I said, by the time he got to the lead, he then took off and was 20 seconds ahead at one point. Plenty of racing going on behind, though. And, good race for Juan Gonzalez. But it was Tom Pank, yet again, who takes the win.
Well, Ken, thanks for joining us here, high above Road America. Jonathan, another great IGT race.
Can't get any better. Looking forward to the Enduro. And I believe you're going to go to the pits for that one to see the changeover of drivers, if there is one, but they will do a compulsory stop that one tomorrow. Once again, our thanks to IGT. We'll take a short